How y'all doing today? My name's Zain, and today's topic of discussion is going to be, how do you build your self-confidence? How do you build your self-confidence? When I think of how to build your self-confidence, if you've been watching these videos on this channel, then you're already getting the tidbits on how to begin doing this. One of the vivid illustrations that I have for building confidence, one of the best ways that from experience that I've done, is I think of it as just like you were entering a swimming pool. If you were entering a swimming pool, you were uncomfortable with the water. Perhaps you can't even swim. You would start at the shallow end first. You wouldn't start at the deep end. If you would have started at the deep end, if you know how to swim, you would drown. If you're not comfortable around water anyways, starting at the deep end, you're not going to enjoy yourself. So you start at the shallow end and you work your way up. If you even decided to go further, you would work with what you have. And it's the same thing when you're dealing with things that you're trying to accomplish off in your life, things that you're trying to build up in yourself. You take baby steps. You take small steps. Yes, on some things, you may need to make drastic changes to keep you from, you want to make drastic changes on certain things that may even prevent you from getting in the pool. Giving you an example of this, your self-talk. If you have horrible self-talk, one of the major adjustments that you would need to do with yourself before you're able to get into the pool or the rim or whatever it is that you're seeking to swim in is to change your self-talk. If you're talking to yourself badly, beating up on yourself, you'd have to cut that out. That would be one of the drastic changes that I would think that you would need to make in order for you to be able to take those baby steps. The reason why I say that is because that's a hindrance. By a hindrance, let's go back to this illustration of you going into the pool. If you had horrible self-talk, things that prevented you from years of even entering the water, it would look something like this. You take a step into the pool, you have bad self-talk, have whatever thoughts that were coming across your mind. Hey, I can't swim. I'm not fit for this. I'm not, just an endless wave of negative things. Maybe you step back out the pool. Maybe you'd walk around it. Maybe you sit on the side. Before you know it, that whole day would be gone, and you basically came to the pool for nothing. Now, when you were at home, you were talking to yourself, man, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get in that water. I might not get in the deep end, but I'm gonna get in that water. I'm gonna enjoy myself. They're playing games in there. I want to play with my family, whatever the case may be. But then you got there, and then you choked. So there would need to be some drastic changes that would need to be made in order for you to be able to take successful baby steps. And it's the same thing with things that's going on in your life, goals, whatever your agenda is. You need to start small to work your way up. That's the way that you build your confidence. But like I said, with the drastic things, some of the things that you have to alleviate before you can even make those baby steps, recognize what those are. I've already gave you hints with this video. In those earlier videos that I've recorded on this channel, that was the reason why I was talking about easy things that you could do to build up your resilience, to test yourself, to get a feel of whatever it is that you're doing, to keep certain things to yourself. Because when you bring people in on your ventures or things that you're trying to do early on, they can be confidence killers as well. I know I've experienced it in my life. It may be something that you're taking a baby step with, and you're checking on with people in your circle or people just outside of your inner circle or people in your inner circle that, and I'm not going to go down this path because it'll cause me to deviate too much, because like I said, I've talked about them on this channel too much. How you have some people that are in your inner circle. For the most part, they're good, but like anything, everybody, all of us, they have some parts that just aren't the best of them. And maybe they might not bring out the best in you. So it'd be up to you to know who these individuals are, who you can share certain things with. But like I stated earlier, you don't have to share anything with anybody. It starts with you. This is how you build your confidence. And first of all, know what kills your motivation, your confidence. Those things you want to stop. You want to remove those out. It's just like anything. If you clean up your yard, clean up the room, you moved into a new building. I'm saying maybe it was something that needed to be cleaned up. You would start with the big things first. You would take, maybe if it was older furniture in there, maybe it was a building you were planning to renovate, you were putting a business in. You would start with the large items first. You would take those out because you would know that you wouldn't want to use this old funky couch that's been sitting in there. You're talking about opening a restaurant. You don't need that. You would start with the large things before you started on some of the smaller things. You may have a mind for some of the things that you're ultimately setting up to do, like maybe getting the plumbing right in this establishment or whatever. You may make some calls, but you're going to work on those larger things first. This is the same way that it works with us with building confidence. Take baby steps. But before you even do that, recognize the things that would even smother those out, remove those from the equation. It's my 2 cents on it. If you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on other social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. This is where I'm hosting my videos at. Check out the book that I've written, Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic to Family Communication. The book can be purchased on Amazon in a paperback or an ebook copy. In the meantime, stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I'm Ayin. You have a good one.